Hey guys, Jabba Boy 188 here. As you saw there, that was the new trailer for the new Forza game. Now, what do I think of it? I think it is really amazing of a game. I think the graphics are amazing, the physics are amazing. Generally, everything is just it looks amazing. So I massively can't wait. Especially the new promotion with the new McLaren there. Really love the way that Forza are putting the new McLaren into the game as sort of promotion, as a promotion ship. For the new car, which is kind of good, which I kind of like. I'm not sort of down with that. I'm not sort of against it. I'm sort of with it, to be honest, because there's a new car, and it is McLaren's sort of second car. This is actually McLaren's third car, third production car alone on itself. And yeah, can't really wait for the game. Massively excited, and yeah, I will be definitely giving you content for the game. In terms of the races, maybe even elimination. Who knows? But I'll definitely be giving you content for that on the Xbox One. So yeah. So moving on, gonna be talking about the Monaco Grand Prix, which happened this weekend. Before I start, I'm gonna talk about practice, and that was because Felipe Massa crashed in FP3 into the wall at something like 175 miles an hour, and that put an end to his qualifying session, because his car wasn't fixed in time to do qualifying, so that meant he had to start back. So real bummer for Massa there. We'd love to see him racing round in the wet conditions with the rest of the field. But yeah, that's how Formula 1 works, and yeah, real bummer for him. So yeah, moving on to qualifying, loads of people there. Loads and loads of people doing really quick laps in the wet conditions on intermediate tyres. But then as we moved on, the track started getting drier, and then people got onto the soft tyres, and then into Q3 last session, when the track is almost bone dry. There was a massive change around in terms of the top four. Rosberg was going quickest, Hamilton was going quickest, Vettel was going quickest, and Webber as well was going quickest as well. So a lot of changes around as the track got better and better. But then in the end, Rosberg getting an inch perfect lap of Monaco and to grab pole. Great lap from him there. He just mastered every single corner, especially into Sandoval. Taking much curb there and just risking a chance of going into the wall there. Just absolute bravery from the German there, especially on a track that his father won 30 years ago. If I was him, I would be absolutely giving it everything, because this is like I said, his dad's 30th. This has been 30 years since Nico Rosberg won the Monaco Grand Prix. So yeah, so for him to win that would be something special, definitely. So yeah, moving on to the race. Everyone got a good start. Everyone got a reasonably good start off the line. Vettel almost got ahead of Webber, got ahead of Rosberg, as Rosberg got a bad start there. Hamilton as well got almost past him there. And then through the first couple of laps, Vettel fighting with Hamilton as he tried to get ahead of him in the first couple of laps of Monaco, but then afterwards, Hamilton and Rosberg started to pull out away from the Red Bulls, and yeah, which is nice. I really thought that the Red Bulls and the Ferraris, or the Lotuses of Kimi, was going to close up to the two Mercedes and start giving them a bit of headache, but but to be honest, they didn't, and that made Mercedes' job really, really easy for them throughout the week, throughout the afternoon. So yeah, moving on into lap 30, and then into lap 30, Felipe Massa was the first guy to crash in Monaco. He did the same thing as he did last in FP3. Really, really strange, because it's very, very rare that you would see a driver making the same mistake at the same place. Just really, really weird. Same sort of. I think it's the same same sort of problem as in FP3. So really, really strange there from the Ferrari, Felipe Massa there. I really, really hope that they get their car fixed and really, start, getting that fixed and start getting good points and getting good podiums throughout the season, because, I really don't want him to have a torrid season, because throughout throughout the last couple of years, he's had pretty much a rubbish years, especially in 2011, I know, with Hamilton, crashing into him, but still, he has had torrid days. So yeah, I really, really hope he gets back to form, starts, finding his winning groove, and starts winning races, and starts, challenging for world championships, because he got so close last year. He got so close in 2008. I mean. And yeah, to be taken just like that just really sucks. But if he wants to get a championship, if he wants to desperately get a world championship, he needs to start showing it. And at the moment, he isn't showing it. So yeah. So moving on lap 46 of the Grand Prix, Pastor Maldonado going straight into the wall there. What happened was Max Chilton went into the side of Maldonado. He pushed Maldonado's side into the Armco, and that sent Maldonado flying into the back barrier there. And then that brought out the red flag. And then, yeah, we had a red flag for like 25 minutes. And yeah, really, really sucks for Pastor to be taken like that, because he had a really good race out in the Williams, fighting with the midfields there, and just Max Chilton there just gotta be I think Max was just being a bit too aggressive, especially on the Williams, especially on a car that's like 2-3 seconds quicker than him. That's just silly. That's just absolutely silly and reckless by Max Chilton there. I really hope that he gets a penalty, some sort of penalty, because that is not on, because that could have been seriously worse for Pastor. He could have had massive bruising or massive breaks on his arm or legs or something like that. So yeah, I think Max has got to definitely get a penalty, because just the way he did it was so bang out of order from him. Seriously, just bang out of order. So yeah, moving on after that, the race got back underway, and yeah, Hamilton trying to get past Webber there. He had, I think before he had a chance, and he had an amazing chance. He went round the inside into Raskas and almost did it, but then Webber sort of nerves Hamilton, which he's entitled to, onto a little bit of the extra tarmac, and then that put Webber back still in, that kept Webber still in third place there. And yeah, moving on, and then after that, Romain Grosjean went into the back of the Toro Rosso of Jean-Eric Vergne there. Just really, just a clumsy error from Romain Grosjean there to go, because he should have been prepared to be going to the left or right. And also for Jean-Eric Vergne, I think he should have been sort of paying a little bit of attention to his braking there, because Romain was really right behind him and really challenging hard on him. And yeah, just really sucked for Romain. He had a good weekend this weekend, even though he went into the wall twice, which was a bummer for him. But still, if you forget all that, then he still had an alright weekend. So yeah, and then after that, Kimi Raikkonen went to the side of Kimi Raikkonen went into the side of past Sergio Perez down into the hairpin there. Just really ridiculous behaviour by Kimi there just to do that, just to push Perez like that. Perez was obviously in Kimi's side, in his side there, and he clearly had the right to pass him down into that corner. But I really do think that Kimi should get a penalty for that, because that was just really reckless. That could have ended massively horrible for Perez there, because he was pushed massively right into the wall there. The whole car was just so close, like that close to being boosh up in the air, and just even flipped in over and over. Which I don't like to see in Formula 1. I don't really like seeing massively horrible incidents, because I don't, because those sort of crashes could escalate into deaths, and I don't want to see deaths, because that just makes me sad. So yeah, just really reckless behaviour by Kimi there, just doing that. It's just not on. That is definitely not on for Kimi there. I really do think he should get a penalty for that. So yeah. And yeah, and then after that, Perez I don't know what happened. I think he just lost his tyres. I think the tyres weren't working for him, so he retired from the race, which is a real bummer for him, because I really did think that he was actually going to get some decent points for the team, because throughout this year he's had a really sort of up and down year, to be honest. The down part, which was him bashing into the back of Jenson Button there. But yeah, just what can you do? It's the way Formula 1 is, to be honest. And then in the end, Nico Rosberg won the Monaco Grand Prix. Great result for the team there, because they haven't won since China. And since then, they've been really struggling in terms of getting the performance and getting the speed to win races. And yeah, just to do that was incredible from Nico. And especially since he won it 30 years after Keke's father won the race. Which is really, incredible. I was a little bit in tears when he won, because, like I said, Keke won 30 years ago, and I just felt so special when I saw that, really did. And yeah, I think he thoroughly deserves this, because he's been really up there throughout the weekend. And he's been having really bad luck throughout the season. And and I really do think he could be a championship contender for this year, even though, to be honest, their race pace, you know, in Catalonia or Bahrain haven't been good. But, you know, if they are good in Canada, if they are massively good in Canada, then yeah, you know, if they're massively good in Canada, I really do think they could be championship or constructors contenders for this year. Even though in Bahrain or China, in Bahrain or Catalonia, have been really struggling. But yeah, great result for Nico there. Thoroughly deserves it massively, like 100%. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. Sorry that I'm getting my words a bit mixed up a little throughout the video. Just getting a little tired because, you know, I've been doing a lot of, you know, running and all that. So sorry about that, and sorry this video's a bit late. I've just been busy throughout today, just like I said, just doing a bit of exercise in the park. So yeah. So thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye YouTube.